This is a Croatian Army Special Dry Ration HVS1. It weighs 11.7 ounces or 331 grams. Specifically designed for Recon teams, this lightweight food packet was used on missions where pack weight reduction was essential. Pretty much a Croatian food packet long-range patrol. Looks like something opened up inside. You can kind of see. Let's give it a look. Looks like the chocolate. It smells really nice. Turned to powder, bloomed, and opened up. There it is. That's a dark chocolate bar. We'll start with that first. I have a feeling the rest of it is okay, to one degree or another. Some kind of dehydrated meat. 45 grams. I believe it could be freeze-dried. You get 2 of those. That is a packet of instant coffee, 3 grams. Boy, the chocolate actually feels like dry clay. Some kind of energy tea. Panita orange beverage. That is your contents list. Look at that, there's even some handwritten stuff at the bottom. These are orange bonbons. Look at those. That's incredible. I'll probably never see anything like this again. This is one of the rarest rations. They barely even exist. It's a shame about the chocolate bar. This is an alcohol moist towelette or wet nap. Packet of sugar. Look at this. Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Some old school Wrigley's before they put aspartame in it. Back when they actually put real sugar in Wrigley's. That's a pretty cool looking matchbook. Look at that. Water purification tablets and salt tablets. The salt tablets, of course, that is for replenishing lost electrolytes, sodium from heavy exertion. Those water purification tablets, they treat 1 liter of water each. That's good quality, heavily bloomed dark chocolate. I don't want to waste any of it. Okay, so there's everything laid out. Not bad. Alright, so let's get this out onto a tray. Nice. Okay, so let's first start off by checking out this instant energy tea. Nice. It smells like black tea with lemon. Let's get as much as we can, if possible. I'm saving all the labels. So let's actually get this out of there. There we go. The orange beverage base, Panita. That's caked a little bit. Now that has a strong citrus smell. Nice range of B vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin A. It has a very strong and appealing orange citrus smell, very natural. Okay. That chocolate, your best bet, put it in a glass, make some hot chocolate. Everything that was sitting in the main pack, or pouch, I put in this glass here. That's going to make for a very rich hot chocolate. All right, let's check out the dried beef. October 27th, 1993. They feel like some kind of beef cubes. It might make for a soup. Let's see what it is. That is like freeze-dried beef. I mean, it feels dry. I don't know. And let's see. It tastes fine. It doesn't seem very appealing, but it's okay. It's pretty amazing. Actually, considering that it's, not vacuum sealed, it's in pretty good shape. I'm gonna set this one to the side. You don't need two. 90 grams of this stuff is actually a fair amount of protein. And they aren't messing around with, a bunch of filler. Let's check out the coffee. This feels like it might be okay. And it is. A very fine and light. It smells a lot like Coffee Instant Type 1. Alright, I'm going to go for this first. Looks like a couple bits didn't fully stir in. That's unusual. There's a slight chemical flavor. Sometimes with spray-dried coffee you have a slight chemical flavor, and this is one of those scenarios. Wow. That is very strong, acidic, relatively bitter. That is odd. I think this could actually use some sugar. I hate to open this. Nah, probably some of the least pleasant spray dried I've ever had. That's very strong, acidic, has this chemical flavor to it that's a little bit off-putting. I want to actually go ahead and give what is now hot chocolate a look. That's interesting. It almost tastes like there's fruit in there. I feel like this turned out quite well. It's unusual for a hot chocolate. It is very smooth, not very creamy at all, I'll say that. Extremely sweet and high in cocoa. It's like a very concentrated hot chocolate. Then this, what I translated as pony tea, it's some kind of energy tea, and I'm sure I'm getting the translation wrong, but it smells very botanical and like some kind of strong black tea and lemon. A somewhat musty citrus black tea with a lot of sugar. And now for the orange, citrus beverage base, which has little floaty things, floating around there. Okay, that's by far the best. Actually, ironically enough, followed up by the, unintentional hot chocolate that, salvaging that dark chocolate bar. That's second best. And then I guess these two are about a tie. They're not very good. Actually, I'd have to say the coffee is the worst. It's very acidic There's a slight chlorine flavor to it. I really hate to open this. This is the coolest packaging I've ever seen. I mean, look at this. Isn't that something? There we go. It's a really cool wrapper. There are probably not many left. Cool. They're like little hard candies. Essentially, you know, vitamin C enriched and oxidized dextrose sugar candies. That's pretty much everything except for the Wrigley's gum laid out here. It actually smells okay. Not bad. I'm gonna sip this one more time. I don't know if I even want to mix that with this. Okay, let's just do it. The orange beverage base, partially synthetic, partially natural orange flavor. I'm surprised the B vitamins, you know, haven't turned and become more, you know, unpleasant. And the B6 in that hasn't really turned that much, and that's kind of nice. This dried beef, a very bland, excuse me, piece of beef. I'll reconstitute some and try it again. Wait. I gotta say, I mean, marching around having something like that, you just chase it with some water out of your canteen. I mean, these beverage bases, you'd probably just pour them in your mouth real quick and then chase it with water. You wouldn't have time to prep this stuff a lot of those scenarios. I mean, it was built to be extremely portable. It's pretty much like the Croatian food packet long range patrol of the era. It's followed up with this stuff. That helped. A pretty basic and straightforward black tea with lemon and a lot of sugar. The hot chocolate essentially is what this is. Makeshift hot chocolate out of some heavily bloomed dark chocolate. And mixed with that, absolutely horrendous spray dried coffee. Yeah, that definitely did not rescue the coffee at all. Let's rehydrate a little of this beef and see what happens. That looks good. We'll let that sit over there, and let's check out the orange bonbons. These really remind me of Ration dinner dextrose tablets, but with a citrus. These really remind me of something from an old ration, like a real throwback. It's like a little brown domino Pez. Very chalky, not much flavor. They're oddly appealing. They have a light flavor of citrus. They're chalky and somewhat sweet. It goes well with this. These are great for when you're on the go. A little bit of extra vitamin C. And this ration was very well thought out. Well made. Held up pretty well considering all the components make sense. They're easy to eat, like on the move type stuff. And I feel like it was a pretty advanced ration for 1993. You can poke at it with a spoon. That's next best thing. Oh. It didn't fully rehydrate through, but I mean, this gives you a good idea. You could have rehydrated this. I mean, you can't really add anything to it. There's not like a little pack of crackers or, you know, anything else to add, but that's okay. Clean my palette here. Speaking of which, got some of that Wrigley spearmint gum. The water purification tablets, I'll just save them for display. Add them to my collection of water purification tablets. The salt tablets, of course I'll just keep these sealed. No need to use them. They would be great if you wanted to season the beef even. You know, you could crush this and sprinkle it with salt. I feel like it could actually use it. Love the matchbook. We'll save all this for display. The alcohol wet nap, I don't think there's any moisture left in that. We'll just keep it sealed. The Wrigley spearmint chewing gum smells perfectly normal. Gosh, that's what it used to smell like. It doesn't even smell like this anymore. It smells more artificial and strong. This actually smells natural to some degree. Let's see if it chews and not turns into, you know, powder. See how it's looking. Wow, that's like Wrigley's gum before they threw in the aspartame. So this was a Croatian army special dry ration HVS1. Pretty amazing to actually get to see one. Well, anyway, this is Steve 1989. I hope you liked the video, and I'll be coming back at you with something new or old. Alright, cool. See ya.